Hey, Bam here with a new video aimed at newer players, but I think everyone should be able to pick something from this. And also, if you want your friends to play Path of Exile with you, I think this is a good introduction to Path of Exile. So first off, how do we start playing Path of Exile? So what happens is that most people will start on the beach, right? And then when they start when they started in the Twilight Strand, they killed the first boss, and what happens when you kill the first boss? It will open this menu, right? And it looks very scary, and I understand it can be daunting to a new player, but with this video, I think you should be able to skip this phase, okay? So, what I would like new players to do, the first thing is do not try to do your own build. Okay, I know it can be fun to do your own build, but first, there's so many things in this game that I would suggest instead just follow a guide. And how do we follow a guide? Pick up any content creator. For the example of this video, we'll be looking at Righteous Fire from Pox, but any content creator, and then there should be a guide step by step how to do it. And how do we check that guide? First off, you can check YouTube for videos, and the second thing is you can you can look at uh, opening Path of Building. Okay, so I will put down the link into the description now to download Path of Building. Go there, Path of Building Community Fork, and then download it. That way you can use Path of Building links, and I'll show you how to use it. Okay. And then let's say, as I said, we'll be using Path of Exile 3.22, which is the league right now, but make sure you adapt it to the league you're currently playing, RF. And Pox has a whole website dedicated to Righteous Fire. Okay, so we'll be using that link. Okay, and then okay, once we open Path of Building, we can make a new one, and then go into import or export build, okay, at the top left. And then here it says to import a build, enter URL code or code here. You will just paste whatever you picked up, okay? Then click import. And now this is, as I said, you don't need to learn every single node and read one by one. If you follow the guide, it should be pretty easy because it has it step by step. See here, level 1 to 17, 1731, and so on, okay? And then same for the skills and the items. Okay, skills 17 to 31. Okay, what this is where we pick up righteous fire. Okay, what do we did it with? Okay, if you follow this, you should be pretty fine to start playing Path of Exile. Then okay, next step. Once we know what we need and what we're going to do, I already picked up the gems for righteous fire. Okay, so it says Righteous Fire, Elemental Focus, Burning Damage, and Efficacy, right? So how do we use those? First off, it doesn't matter where they are into your gear, okay? So the big difference into this game is that there's not like a skill tree or something like that. Instead, the skills in this game are represented with gems, and you can link them together to actually uh, do more damage or use more. And see here, Righteous Fire, it says whatever it does. And then this is a support skill. Supported skill will deal 20% more burning damage, and so on. Okay? So how do we connect those together? Is that we have them, it has to be linked. If you see here, you see there's blue linked to a red, linked to a blue, okay? But that one is alone. So if we put those together, they will be linked together, so those will do their whatever they're doing, but this one won't. And how do we fix this? Well, we have to link them together, and to do this we can do a bunch of different things, and I'll show you. In this game there's no gold, okay? There's no base gold like, let's say, in Diablo or something like that. Instead, every single currency does something, and this is like the money in the game, okay? So you can sell those to other players and stuff like that, but for this example we'll be using them. So this one will change the number of sockets, Right now it already has the maximum number, but if you look here, 2, 3, 4, okay? 4. Okay, we'll set this one aside just for the example of this. Okay, now if we look at it, there's 4 blue right now, but there's a 1 red and 3 blue, okay? So now what else do we have? So this changes the number of socket, just this changes the number of links, okay? So we'll try to link them together. Okay, so now we have 4 links. But we're not using the right colors right now because we need 1 red, right? So now there's another currency for that, chromatic orb. It will change the color of the socket. So we'll try to get 3 blue and 1 red, okay? Then we use it until we hit it. See? Now we have it. And now you just put your gems into them and you can equip that piece. Now it will show you, like, grab it here, righteous fire with the links, okay? So it's pretty straightforward. Now it's working. This is the only thing you need to know for now. Later down the road, it will help you if you learn how to craft and stuff like that. But for the beginning, learn how to use the gems and how to link them together. That's it. If we look at this is a white item. If we use an orb alchemy, it will actually craft some stuff on it. Okay. But this is not what we're going to look at for this video. We'll just keep it like this. And then what would happen once you start to understand how gems work and stuff like that, you will probably be able to do a part of the axe. So there's 10 axes in the game. Try to go along and do the axe. But at one point, for sure, you will hit a wall. And what that wall will be depends on what you're doing. So maybe you do not have enough life and you will be dying a lot. Maybe you do not have enough resistance, okay? So if we look here, resistance, okay? The base maximum resistance is 75, okay? There's some ways into the game to increase that maximum, but for now we'll use the 75. So what does that mean? It means that if I took a hit for, let's say, 100 fire damage, since I have 68 right now, 68 of that fire damage, I will cut it and then only take 32, okay? If it was 75, it will be, I would cut 75 damage from that 100 fire damage and take only 25. So if you think about it, it's like you won't only take 25% of the damage from the elemental. So having max fire, cold, and lightning resist is super important during the axe. Forget about chaos resistance. It doesn't really matter for now. Okay? And then, yeah, try to get them to 75 and increase your life total. The higher, the better. And then you should be fine. If you're following a guide, you should be fine for the most of the axe. So yeah, hopefully this was helpful. In the next video, I will explain how to use add-ons to help you out and how to use item filter, because at some point your screen might be clustered with garbage that you don't actually need. Okay? So hopefully this was helpful. If you have any question, make sure you write it down in the comments, and take care, Exiles.